Hello everybody, this is a business use case where we'll show up how the price manager can analyze the performance of salespersons attached to the customer. He will find some bad, low performing customers and he would like to make some analysis to find the root cause. How to do that? Well, first you log into the system. You need to type the username, partition name and the password. In this case, this is like a non-existing customer used for demonstration purposes. We call it Meatball. Once you log in, he can come to the sales analytics dashboard because remember, he would like to analyze the salespersons. So he can look at the overview of the performance of the customers. He can also have a look at the worst customers by sorting the net margin. So see here, they are the worst customers by the profitability. In this case, you would like to focus to the German salesperson called Andreas. So now we can see only customers from this person. And again, if we sort by the net margin, we can see that there is a customer called Beruxo here, who has a negative margin. If you click on this, you will see on the right side the waterfall, so you can really see here they are in red numbers. You can also see here that in last couple quarters, how was the revenue and how was the margin. You can see here there was a significant drop in margin in the second quarter of 2017. So you can see how to analyze the data using the dashboard. Then further analysis you can do on the charts. Here for simplicity we'll load created charts. So let's open the profitability of the customers. So here you can see the customers and their profitability. You can see some of the customers actually do not perform good. They are below zero, which is the customer Beruxo in this case. What you can do here, not if you don't want to see all of the customers, we can set up the filter for Andreas, so we will see only the customers for Andreas. Further, you can even focus just these low performing customers. So drag and drop, you can focus just these to see more in detail. Now, if you would like to focus just on this customer, you can click on the customer and have a look at all the products we are selling to this customer. Once you do that, you need to unzoom. So now you can see the products for that specific customer. And you see this is a zero line, the red one. So most of the products are actually below zero of the net margin. So to explain a little bit how we got here. So every single chart needs some source of the data. Here in this case, the source of the data, it's a table called Data Mart, in which you have usually the historical sales data. Then you can show up the results in different currencies. In this sample, it's Euro or USD. And then you can change and set up the filtering of the data, which you have. In this case, now we have the year 2017 and country set to Germany. So we're looking just at the data for German customers. If you look at the filter, you see this one is quite easy and it can of course get much more complicated. In this case, we are taking all of these conditions together. Nevertheless, you can also make a sub-clauses. So if, for example, here, you can search for one or the other one. So you can make quite complex filters. You can see here also other three types of filtering. They are just more for convenience. So it's just a short way how to do the same what you can do by the generic filter. For example, here we use the dimension filter to filter by the salesperson. Now further, what you see on the x-axis, so we have the invoice price and we have the summary of the invoice price. If you notice here, there is a revenue. That's because we renamed it. So in the options, there's a rename. So we are saying there will be revenue. Further, we have the net margin, but this time in percentages. And we aggregate the data now by product ID. So every single dot represents all transactions grouped by together by product ID, the same product ID. And the bin by is by the customer type. So in fact, all of them are green because this is for one single customer, which is an industry. If we would take out, we actually zoomed into the one single customer. So if we take this out, then you will see the original picture. And here you can see more customers in different colors. The color is the industry. You can even see here the color coding. And here, this is the additional line, the exponential regression, this one. And then the addition, there is one more additional line, the red color, which is down here. And that's the one we have here to emphasize where is 0. So every single table has also underlying data. You can find it in this tab. And in case you would like to download this data, you can download it in the Excel file using this icon. On the right side, you are able to make formulas. So if you need to add here something else, additional columns, you can do it by formulas. And those formulas, they can grab the data from any other parts of the system. So you can enrich this data set by any other data from anywhere else in the system. So that was the short overview how you can analyze using the scatter chart. Now, another example of analysis to compare this low performing customer with the country benchmark. So we can use for that comparison waterfall. Again, we already have it here prepared. So once it opens, you can see that the dark blue bar is customer data, and the light blue is the whole Germany. And we used the country list price as base, so this is 100%, and so that we can easily compare the performance of these two. So you can see if you compare the waterfall elements, then Beruxo is actually getting higher promotions, they are getting higher cash discount and also rebates, which all results in a negative margin compared to the benchmark. So you can see the big difference. And as a last showcase of analysis could be the histogram. So let's say you would like to see the distribution of your prices for one single product. So in this case, we're focusing to this single product, which is sold in Germany. And we would like to see to which customers we're selling this product for how much money. So you can see that we are selling this product in the range between 8 and 16 euros per unit. And then you see that this is only one customer, in this range only to one customer, in this range to 2 different customers, in this range to 3 different customers. In here, it's actually not visible because there are too many, and so on. There are 6 customers. So you can see in which ranges to which customers we are selling. Some of them get lower prices, some of them higher. The other chart here is the cumulative distribution, which means you can see here that up to this price point, roughly 11.5, up to this one, we're getting 92% of our revenue. So up to this price point, we're getting most of our revenue. This knowledge can be used, for example, to set the price guidance, the target price for salespeople in the quotes. So usually a lot of times the 80 percentile is used. So this price, let's say 11.5, can be set up by the price people into the guidance for salespersons when they are making quote.